Welcome back. A pathway to 100% solar PV system. And our target has been to look at overdimensioning of the solar PV panels. So, a pathway to 100% solar PV system starts with a simple yet transformative idea. That is to overdimension of the solar PV panels. However, what does overdimensioning mean? Why is it key for the strategy for achieving energy independency and sustainability? So basically today we look at system design and we start with the battery overdimensioning. So when we look at the first scenario, what we want to focus on is a scenario where we have 25% of the road in the night and we have 75% of the road during the day. From the area lesson that we had, we looked at the design approach, which one sets the limit on the system battery, which is the maximum peak sun hours, and the other one sets the limit on the system panel power. So in essence, what we look at is a load characteristic or a house that demands 10 kilowatt hour per day or 10 units per day. So using scenario one, what we are saying is that during the day, the consumption is 7.5 kilowatt hour or 7.5 units, and in the night is 2.5 units or 2.5 kilowatt hour. So if we use 5 hours of peak sun hours, which sets the limit on the battery, and we overdimension this battery, so we keep the entire road demand per day in this battery, so which is 10 kilowatt hour. So this gives us a battery 500 watts times 4 panel, which is 2 kilowatt peak or 2000 watts peak. So in terms of the charging cycle, what we have is that it will take the entire day to charge the battery on a better day. So we are moving from a scenario of 27% in this case, and we move to a scenario of 100%. So the other thing is in the times of minimum sun hours, which we say 3.5 for Zambia, the battery will not be fully charged. So the compensation comes in the overdimensioning of this battery, which is large, and this becomes a huge capital investment that is needed. So this is the difference in this case. So what we are actually saying is that when you have such a system, the commissioning aspect of it is that you are actually supposed to commission after a full charge. So when we look at the day with 100%, so it means we'll use 7.5. So 2.5 will be used in the night. So if we are to wake up in the following day, after a night, of course, we have our system will actually remain with 7.5. So the compensation, as already alluded, comes in the battery capacity. So in essence, what we are trying to say is that as we move closer to a future that we want to be renewable in nature, we need to consider this scenario. So if we consider a scenario away from the traditional way of sizing solar PV panels, instead of designing a system that will match the average energy demand, overdimension will allow us to tap into the full potential of solar power. So in this case, we are looking at the full potential of battery overdimension. So it can allow us to have reliability and ability to meet the peak loads. So next, we now look at the actual aspect, which is overdimensioning of the solar panel. Since today we have seen the overdimensioning of the battery, will have a strain on you in such you need a high capital investment to start with. So bye for now and see you in the next video where we look at now overdimensioning solar PV panel. And thank you very much, and we'll be able to have a great comparison in the next video.